Okay, so new month, new week, new day. Okay, so what I'm looking for this month. I'll start with a quick little month. What I'm expecting for this month. Um, I'm expecting higher prices for this month. Where's my little up arrow? I'm expecting higher prices for this month. New all-time highs. I'm not too sure about that, but definitely possible. The reason for this is zero SMT on the highs, a lot of SMT on the lows, right? We've came down into this order block here on ES and NQ. Oh, I just drew out the wrong one. It was meant to be this one. Both came down into this order block, and we've got a lot of SMTs on the lows here. So that low, and we've also got this body-to-body SMT here. So beautiful amounts of SMTs there. Okay. Another reason. Can you guys see this range here? It's going to be much more visible in the daily time frame. So, sorry, not daily, weekly. Okay, so look at the weekly time frame. Now, according to the most recent lecture I dropped inside of the 3 candle model series, who can tell me why I'm expecting higher prices? Drop in the chat. From that ranges lecture I dropped in the 3 candle model series. Does anyone know why I'd be expecting higher prices? No? No? No one typing? Oh, Taz typing. You haven't watched them yet? Right. I would definitely recommend watching them. Yeah. Right, sorry, I need to drink some water. I'm like dying over here. So basically, the reason is because this is the range that we were trading in, okay? This low to this high. And now look what's happened. NQ has created its range, swept range high, and now swept range low. But as it swept range low, look what happened. We came down, swept it. However, look, we wicked back up. Meaning we left this big wick here, and we never closed underneath our ranged. Okay? This means that there's a possibility, depending on how this next week opens, we're going to reverse. Now this monthly AMD open high low close or open low high close is going to be very important. So we're going to need to wait and watch how this new week, month, day opens, right? For the month, I'll be monitoring, like, I don't know, the first 3 days or so of the month. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be really quite important. We're going to see how much we manipulate and which way we're going to go. If we start to displace through these lows, then I'd be expecting low prices for the month. Okay, especially if we open high. If we do something like this and start displacing, get a nice close under here. If we get a close under this candle, that would be definitely expecting low prices. However, if we open low, sweep the low of this candle again, and then close back inside the range, that is a clear sign to me that we're going to be switching into bullish order flow. Actually, I may as well keep these ranges on our chart. Okay, so oh, I never switched that. So on the daily, as we can see, this is our range that we were trading in. We had a small close above, this is no real problem, and then we just wick this low and then let's place back up. Because this is our weekly range, right? The weekly range is what's important. Sorry, I don't know why I can't speak today. Imagine this like a hourly 3 candle model. Imagine, sorry, this was the hourly chart, and then our daily is our minute chart. Okay, just because your minute chart closes underneath that first candle, does that mean that the trade's invalid? Absolutely not, right? So just because of this close under, that doesn't mean anything. It's a higher time frame range. That meaning that we're looking for a higher time frame close back inside of the range. We've also got lots of S&Ts on the lows. However, because I'm watching for an open low, I am looking for this low to get swept again. So then, what am I looking for? Or at least what am I looking to hold? What price levels am I looking to hold? The main price level, sorry, I'm getting a thing here. The main price levels I'm looking to hold, or price range, is this one over here. And more importantly, consequent encroachment of this. Let me turn on middle line. 50% of this breaker blocks body is going to be very, very important. Move it into this week. And then determining how we move around this area is going to be very important. If we displace through it, and then start using it as resistance, then this is going to be obvious signs that we're going to continue lower, right? The completion of our market maker model is going to be this original consolidation down here. Okay. So if we begin displacing through that order block, we're going to be moving down here. This is going to be our drawn liquidity. However, I'm not really expecting that to be the case. If we come down into here and then reject like this, then these highs will be my drawn liquidity for this week and this month, probably. Let me get rid of this range. It's getting a bit messy now. So that's what I'm monitoring for this week, just really this range. Another very key one would be, let's see, if we get open high, then I'd be looking for a reaction off of this range here, okay? So if we get an open high, I'll be looking for a reaction off of this range and see how we react off of that inverse breaker there. So does anyone have any questions about that or have any other questions? No? All looking good? Actually, while we're here, I may as well give you a model, okay? Loading onto the chart. So this is a very basic view into the indicator. It's kind of raw, but that's all you really need. So on the hourly time frame, obviously it doesn't really look like much. I've got alerts set, so you don't need to sit on the charts. As soon as the second candle closes, I'm setting an alert. So as soon as the second candle sweeps the low or the high and then closes back into the range, you get the alert. So then what do? You just wait for candle number 3 to open low or high, depending on which way you want it to move. And then when you drop down into the low time frames, this is what it looks like. Okay. This is the range low of our candle number 1. I don't like how this is. Oh, can I not change it? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I can. So I swear I added that in. So let me change it to solid as well. There you are. So this is our range low, range high of candle number 1. Alright. And then over here, this is equilibrium of this range. Now, as you can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful setup. Where was our open? Our open was here. Had a small little manipulation into that low of our first candle. And then we expanded higher into the range high. As you can see, Lewis has been using it. I've given him early access just to test and do stuff like that. It'll be released probably like Tuesday. Just want to make sure there's no like major bugs. Can you call that manipulation enough? Yeah, absolutely. You want to see open low or open high into a key level or some sort of level that you're monitoring. Okay? Because it can literally be like a point or two, as long as it comes down into or comes up into a key level. As you can see, it came into a key level. We started expanding again. So, anything else about the indicator, about the weekly review, about anything like that? No? Okie dokie. Well, I hope you're all excited for the indicator because I'll tell you what, I've been using it for a while. Well, over this weekend, that's when I've made it. I've made it over the weekend. I've been testing out the alerts. They're working great. I won't be sitting on the charts anymore. I'll just literally be waiting for a ping on my phone. Just sitting on bed, just pressing buttons. You know what I mean? I won't even need to use my computer anymore. It's going to be great. Oh yeah, Trump's tweet. Oh, I wish I still had a position inside of XRP. I closed that position, but that would have been sexy. Same with ADA, man. ADA went flying. It was at 65% a minute ago. And what else was it? Solana as well, wasn't it? Solana went 20%. Go on, Taz. How long? Sorry. When did you buy XRP? What price? 0.5. Fuck me. What? You're up a like 5x? Over a 5x? That's crazy. Yeah, nearly a 6x now. Mad. What, did you go in with any leverage, or is it just a... No leverage. If you went into that position with leverage, fuck me. You could have got like a 50x or something. This week at... Wait, let me go back into the chart. This week at 4:20, there was a massive 270 handle candle. I can't remember which day, but you can see it. Let's go back. How was that? Aftermarket closed. What? This one? Was that this candle? Oh, was it like a... What was it? A down candle? After the close? Like a news candle. You know about? Ah, this one. I think there was Nvidia earnings getting released, I think. Yeah, Nvidia earnings. Could you review Thursday 27th of Feb? Thursday 27th of Feb. What? Yeah, what do you mean 6, 7 and 8? I just hear it. I just hear people talking about it. I don't actually know myself. If you search it up, then I'm sure there's a. Yeah. But I don't really care because I don't trade after market close, so it doesn't really matter too much for me. Thursday, 6, 7, and 8 a.m. Okay. Thursday. This is Wednesday. 6, 7, and 8. What, are you talking about the 3 candle model that formed? Do you want me to break it down for you? Okay. So, what are you going to here? This is. So 5 formed. No, 6 formed our range. Let's see. Range high. Actually, you know what? May as well use the indicator for this as well. That's what the indicator's for, already. Am I on the right date here? 6, 7. I suppose it's just look different. What? Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. Yeah. I saw that on ES. It was gorgeous. So if we look over at ES. Yeah, this is it. So as we can see, this because one candle closed above, the other one closed below. This is a form of SMT on these highs. Okay, that is a form of SMT. It also indicates that typically ES is much weaker and it's going to drop more. As you can see, we never actually came back above this high, so we had another SMT on that second candle. Although I would have been out here, right? I don't really care about this whole move, unless you want to be trading the range, the whole range. But I don't typically do that. So then if we drop down into the 1 minute here, the 1 minute. So this is our 7 a.m. It's our manipulation candle. Obviously, we make our high, drop back into our previous candle's range. And then where's our 8 a.m. open? So our 8 a.m. open is here. Okay, where's our 8 a.m. open over here? 8 a.m., 8 a.m. Okay. So what you can see is where this SIBI formed. Okay, where the SIBI formed on both assets is very important because it formed right on the opening price, right? So if we came up into this SIBI, formed a high, and we had SMT on this high, like candle to candle here or something like that, then this would have been our sell. One second. This would have been our sell because we would have SMT at the opening price inside of the SIBI. Would have been a nice setup. However, of course, we never got that. We got our displacement through again. Now, while we're above our opening price, this is when I'm watching for our SMTs, okay? This is when I'm watching for our SMTs. Because we've already had an open high. This set of candles right here already confirmed to me that we're going to be moving lower, okay? All I'm watching for now is SMTs and the highs after we form this SIBI here. After we form this SIBI, I'm now watching for SMTs and the highs. So, if we watch. Okay, so something like this would have been a really nice setup if you want to be entering above our opening price, which is kind of what you want to be doing. Enter on the close. Do that. And then what was it? 6. So 6 a.m. low. Would have caught a 1.5 hour if you entered there. Now, if you entered with the opening model, here, yeah, perfect, right here, we have SMTs on these highs. They're wicking. Oh, sorry. They're wicking above our opening. However, they keep closing below, and we form SMT on these wicks that wicked above our opening. This is like our ideal setup right here, okay? On the close of that candle, put a stop on this high now, and then our take profit was at the right low, I think so, yeah. And this would have got a very, very similar risk to reward, okay? So it kind of depends where you want to enter. This would have been a more high probability entry. It's kind of up to you. It doesn't really matter. And obviously, you would have missed out on this drop. But to me, this wouldn't have really mattered to me. It's like, whatever. If you've already caught a move, you've made money, just be happy with the money you've already made. Sorry, I'm sounding a bit dull right now. I'm like gasping for air. Right. Any other questions? Any other questions? Actually. Also, this week we've got a lot of news. So, a lot of news. Yeah, the range lecture is really nice. Okay. So if I answered all your questions, then obviously we can go. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend, great rest of their day, and has a profitable week and month ahead of them. Okay. Take some cereals and go to bed. Might be a good idea. Right. See you.